Do you find yourself exhausted at the end of the day after working amongst people? Or perhaps you pick up the moods and feelings of others, maybe even their pain? If so, you are most likely an empath. Something you hoped for but did not expect, or something not even hoped for. This shift is directly related to your new world. Where you once lived or worked or who you interacted with was about saving the world and helping those following find their way beyond 3D. Now that you have completed those activities, it is time to focus on your needs and interests. Something many of you have ignored for eons. We are always interested in what you choose to believe in there on planet Earth. You must admit to yourselves that you are constantly being bombarded with different options regarding what you could believe in. You can believe so many things are true that will only limit you and stifle your progress, your evolution. And you can believe in people who sound very sure of themselves, very confident about their beliefs. You can also choose to believe what most other people around you are believing, even if the belief doesn't feel good to you. And that is the key right there. That is the point of discernment that we encourage all of you to use when presented with a belief. You must ask yourself whether it resonates, whether it feels right to you to engage with that belief at all. As a psychic reader and healer, you would expect that I would be battling other people's energies every day, but surprisingly, I am really good at blocking it all off. I'm not even sure how I do it, but it's a gift in itself to be around others and not know all their problems. Don't get me wrong, I can feel negative or dense energy very well, but I don't take it on. That's the difference. Humans are energetic beings in a physical body. Everything we see, feel and experience creates either negative or positive emotions and thoughts that create energetic vibrations resonating at either high or low frequencies. This is your time and your life. It is a concept that produces fear within many, for it seems counterintuitive, unlike who you thought you were or what you needed. New activities, places to live, and interactions are presenting themselves. Some of which seem right, while others are immediately dismissed as not who you are or not that interesting. You want to pursue those items, activities, jobs, and places that strike your fancy. But we of the universe has prophesied you would flit from activity to activity. So you are concerned that seemingly permanent activities such as a different job or new home will be temporary. But most people are not doing that, and most people are not even recognizing that something is a belief when it most certainly is. Instead, they think that it is a truth and that they must live by it. Once you become aware of the fact that you are entertaining different beliefs all the time, you can choose them more deliberately. You can choose them while also recognizing that there is a feeling that comes up for you when the possibility of something is presented to you. If you are an empath, you might find yourself particularly sensitive to the dense vibrations of negativity. Anger, hatred, and depression, which by the end of the day will have you completely drained. Some empaths cannot be near crystals or walk into a psychic expo because the energy is so overwhelming. It's time to learn how to shield your aura and to clear your energy after every interaction. Because of your exhaustion, you do not have the energy for a temporary change. You cannot give up something that feels mostly right for something that may be wrong in a few days or months. Besides, your inner being seems comfortable with this new shift, this significant change in your life. What will happen if you do not accept this unexpected change? Nothing. Other changes may appear, but if this is your key direction, those changes will be closely connected to this piece. For example, you are offered a dream job in another community, but moving now seems too precarious. So you remain where you are, only to have another nudge in a similar or same direction, a few months later, and on until you claim your base. Now, one thing we cannot give you is the ability to care enough about how you feel to follow your feelings. But we can keep telling you how important it is for you to follow your feelings. Then, it is up to you to actually tune in to what you are feeling and care enough about whether something feels good to you or not to listen to what that feeling is telling you. You can make just about anything true at this time in your experience. You have that type of freedom as a fourth-dimensional being. Therefore, you want to be very particular about what you are believing in. And you also want to be very particular about which individuals you are listening to. Because beliefs can be developed within you without you even knowing that you are developing that belief. You might, again, just think that someone is presenting you with the truth. The aura is our protection from absorbing lower energies, but it can be compromised and weakened in several ways. These include getting stressed and upset, extreme anger, being in lower vibrational places like pubs or hospitals, or around people who are angry or upset in some way. If we haven't protected our aura in situations like these and are tired, sick, or emotional, it can be quite easy to take on energy that is not ours. In addition, if we are unaware, our lower vibrations can then attract spirit energy that feeds off ours, perpetuating bad moods and depressed feelings. It's not life-threatening, but if left uncleared can make life unpleasant for us and the people around us. When you initiated your transition in this lifetime, your inner directive was to help the earth transition from fear to love. Your second directive was to smooth the way for those waves following you. You completed both of those roles. It is time for you to find your peace and joy. Neither of these is likely if you remain within the format you created to complete your first two inner directives. You are a new being in a new world with new inner directives. What have you been dreaming of? Can that dream be fulfilled in your current physical environment? If so, you will not have new opportunities that seem counterintuitive but feel exciting. Others of you are discovering your dreams are fulfilled in entirely unexpected ways. Not as you would have thought interesting or probable just weeks ago, but exciting and a bit frightening. As if everything is moving too rapidly and yet not rapidly enough. As if the opportunity is almost too good to be true, but it feels right. However, you approach your decision. But until you recognize that all truths are true, that all realities exist, and that you are choosing from a wide array of them in every moment, you will not be able to choose your own destiny. And it is so important for you to do that. It is so important for your joyous expression of self that you recognize that you do have a choice. You can choose to believe that your body is capable of healing itself from anything. Or you can listen to the person in the white coat who tells you that this or that is incurable. You can choose to believe that you are capable of accessing all of the spiritual gifts that other people have. Or you can choose to believe that only a select few are born with that type of ability. You can choose to believe that this is an abundant universe, or you can choose to believe in lack, in limitation, in a finite pie that everyone gets their slice out of. So, start protecting your aura by keeping grounded and by cutting ties with people and energies after each interaction. Physically zip your aura up like zipping up a jumper over your head, and use essential oils to keep it protected. Most important of all is maintaining a high vibration by practicing gratitude, positive affirmations, and keeping connected to nature. Some of you will not dare take the leap. Such is to be expected because the adventure seems too much, too soon. Or by grasping the adventure, you might give up too much. Such is true to a certain extent. For what you are giving up is many 3D world joys, friends, family, co-workers, or a community that seemed mostly right but not complete because you continued to wish for this or that to expand that mostly right feeling. You are a new being in a new world with an exciting new challenge that has little to do with your 3D world and everything to do with your new being. This adventure is a key component of your new life. You may decide to pass on this adventure, but if it is right for you, you will be offered the same or similar adventure in a few days. For this adventure is the skeleton, if you will, of your new life, the key to your new world. Perhaps you are too frightened to accept it now, but you will not be tomorrow, next month, or even next year. It is a creation process. Once you find your community, which could mean a new job, home, or location, your life will begin sprouting wings, offering this joy and on and on. This skeleton of your new life will continue to be offered until you accept. An almost amorphous skeleton that is your new life framework. Whether it seems counterintuitive or impossible, you created this framework to begin your new life outside of 3D. It's entirely up to you. You are the ones creating all of this right now, for yourself, for your evolution, and for your enjoyment. So we recommend that you choose a path that involves your joyous evolution of your consciousness, because that opportunity is always in front of you. But it will always be one that you have to choose, that you must believe in so that it can become true in your reality.